In 2024, I did something most people only talk about. I moved from the UK to Dubai. Me, my wife, my toddler, packed everything we ever knew and moved to the Middle East. Not for the beaches, not for the hype. We did it to have a new start, something fresh. This is a story about why we moved and what happened when we did. So I was born and raised in the UK, South London to be precise, and that was home. I had my routine, had my community, and the usual rhythm of life. I had a decent professional job working in the City of London and a good circle of people around me. But deep down, I started to feel like I was living under a ceiling. Not unhappy, just boxed in. I started to feel like I was living in my comfort zone way too much and I needed to do something different. I was attached to what I thought was our forever home, and I couldn't imagine someone else being in our precious space. The cost of living was steadily increasing and wages were stagnant. Safety concerns were on our doorstep. There were way too many push factors to ignore. Things changed once I made the decision to go. I started to think about what if there was more that I could be doing. So why Dubai? Dubai wasn't always on my radar, but it quickly became a logical choice. For a long time, I'd made my mind out about what Dubai was and decided that it wasn't for me. There's a place to holiday, let alone live. But slowly things started to change. We made a short list of our country criteria. We had sun, sea, safety, work opportunities, family friendly. We made a short list of potential countries that we consider. We had Barbados, Ghana, Uganda, the Cayman Islands, the UAE. So then we prayed, we consulted, and we reflected. Dubai came out on top. It felt like a place where things were happening. It had fast global energy, it had new ideas, and for someone like me who wanted to build, meet people, and shake off old limitations, it was the perfect reset. And on a practical level, family-friendly, zero income tax, incredible infrastructure, flights to nearly everywhere, and obviously reliable sun. A great place to start something new. So after months of searching, I finally found a job, and things started to move. The transition was real, our whole life packed into a sea container. Started saying goodbye to family, to friends, to church, to the version of our life that belonged there. And that was probably the hardest part, actually. We boarded a plane with our son on what was our first ever one-way flight. Landing in Dubai felt familiar, but different. The hot air hits you as you get off the plane, you see the palm trees, the sun. Only this time, I only had a few days before my job began. The culture, the systems, the driving, I had to unlearn the London way and adapt to a new style of living. We found a church, we made new friends and found a community. And slowly the unfamiliar started to feel like home. So 6 months in now, I'd easily say that we're settled. Our son is in nursery, we have all of our things, we've settled into our new villa, we've made friends in the community, and life just feels good now. I think the biggest change is having so much more time before work, after work, to do outdoor activities and just spend some time, quality time with our son as he grows up. And I've learned that sometimes God moves you not because what's behind you is broken, but because what's ahead of you is blessed. So I want you to come on my journey. Hopefully it will show you what's possible. But this isn't just my story. Around the world, people are taking leaps of faith, moving, working, starting over, building beautiful lives across borders. I also want to tell those stories because the world has become a smaller place and our stories, especially the quiet ones, deserve to be heard. Even making this video was a huge step outside of my comfort zone. So if any of this resonates with you, please like, please subscribe, please comment below. Tell me about your story of potentially wanting to leave for anywhere. It doesn't have to be the Middle East. It can be a whole fresh start in some place new. This is just the beginning and I want you to come on my journey. Thanks for being here and I'll see you soon. Good thing the mic was on. Woo. Can you imagine all that?